HIV and AIDS, because HIV has been a major public health problem. From the data and also from the statistics, we have realized that HIV is an increase. So on that note, I will ask my gentleman to explain us, to a layman, to explain it to a layman what is HIV virus and then what is AIDS to a layman.
Yeah, HIV and AIDS, it's a viral infectious disease which is caused by the human immunodeficiency virus itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then starts usually from the first stage, which is the HIV 1 stage, HIV 2 stage, and then move into the AIDS category with time. All that has to do with time. It does not come rapidly from one stage to the other. It moves from one stage to the other with respect to time.
Yeah.
Yes. Looking at it, HIV and AIDS, it's a very big public health issue that is affecting wide range of people, both nationally and then internationally. According to WHO statistics, as of 2018, we have 37.9 million people living with HIV and AIDS, which is a very, very, very significant amount.
Yeah.
So that significant amount, that large number of people living with HIV and AIDS led to international corporations and then efforts all geared towards mitigating or limiting the effect, the detrimental effect it has on individuals, families, and communities. So it's a huge public health concern and a huge public health problem. Yeah.
So, but HIV and AIDS, they are different. Can I know the difference from my boss lady?
Thank you very much, Amadou. Like Lamin rightly mentioned, HIV is an epidemic. It's a big problem globally, and there is really a need for concerted efforts in this area. So talking of the difference, whether HIV is the same as AIDS, most of the times when we made mention of HIV, AIDS will come in. So it will be like a compound word as in HIV and AIDS, but in a sense they are different. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus. It's at an infection stage,
Yeah.
and the AIDS is the later end. HIV has different stages.
Yeah.
So AIDS is more or less when you don't take your medications as prescribed, and at the end of the day your HIV is not controlled. It will later on develop into
an advanced stage.
AIDS,
Yeah.
an advanced
Yeah,
stage.
I think this is why
yeah.
sometimes they will say opportunistic infections because HIV virus attack the immune system. So when it attacks the immune system and then weaken the immune system, and then some of these infectious pathogens will capitalize. This is why we say opportunistic infections.
Exactly.
Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah. I just wanted to buttress or add on that point. With HIV being associated with opportunistic infections, like you said, what it does is, let's say, let's take an example for a layman. Yeah. You have a country, or let's say a state, yeah, and then you have servicemen, policemen guarding that state, making sure that state is protected. That is our immunity.
Yeah.
Those are our immune system,
Yeah.
our different components.
Defense.
Yeah, the defense system. So at a point, something comes in, yeah, and then kills or it reduces the efficacy of those guards, of those soldiers, of those policemen, of those security personnel within around.
Yeah.
So that means anything that comes might easily find its way in.
Yeah.
Anything that comes might easily find its way. That's what HIV, that's what the virus itself does to the immune system.
Yeah.
Yeah, it breaks it down or inhibits it to a very minimal level, so that any infection that comes in will always automatically set in without any or very little resistance.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that wonderful explanation. So HIV and AIDS. HIV, I understand from your explanation, AIDS is just acquired, acquired like as a result of HIV infection. When the the HIV virus weaken the immune system, AIDS comes. AIDS is a syndrome, is a compilation of different conditions as a result of HIV infection. When the infection pathogen or microorganisms weaken the immune system. So do we have any possible causes of HIV and AIDS, from a gentleman?
For the causes of HIV, as of statistics, it's caused by this human immunodeficiency virus. Yeah. So throughout, AIDS has been talked about. HIV and AIDS has been talked about extensively over time.
Yeah.
Over time, it's ages ago. People have been talking about HIV and AIDS. So the virus itself is the human immunodeficiency virus, but you will see to it as there are various components or varieties. Components through which this virus can be can be acquired from one person to the other.
That is simply a mode of transmission.
Exactly.
So but the causative organism, or we can say the virus, is HIV virus,
is the causative organism,
but we have different modes of transmission.
Exactly.
Can you tell us
we have the virus itself, the HIV virus itself is the causative organism. But we have different modes of transmission, and to a layman outside there will tell you AIDS is caused by this and this and this and this and this and this. Those are modes of transmission with risk factors associated. So the mode of transmission is usually body fluid.
Body fluids.
Yes.
Infected body fluids.
Infected body fluids, like the blood. Infected blood, which HIV. We have semen.
Semen.
We have vaginal secretions. Those are all ways or modes through which this is transmitted from one person to the other. So looking at the risk factors now, the risk factors for transferring this HIV from one person to the other, you have one, you have having unprotected sex. Unprotected sex. That is one. 2, men to men sex.
That is homosexualism.
Sex.
Homosexualism.
Yes, according to literature, is another mode of transmission. It's another risk factor for transmission of this HIV. Using SAP needles or injections, SAP materials that are being used by an infected person. We need to get this point. Using SAP needles that are used by an infected person.
So this will actually mean that in terms of healthcare waste, like the needles that are used in the hospitals and things like that, they could be at a risk of getting
Yes, they are a risk factor for someone acquiring.
So anyway, do you want to add anything to modes of transmission of HIV and AIDS? Because you cannot say, maybe we can say maybe sexual intercourse can be with an infected person, but to health workers too, I think there is a need for them to focus, to be cautious enough that they can also have HIV virus. They can be infected while without having sexual intercourses, like needle pricks and stuff. Can you buttress on that?
Basically, just as what you say, and Lamin, when it comes to HIV transmission, first of all, what needs to be present is the virus itself, the human immunodeficiency virus. So when and usually it's not by saliva or anything, but by body fluids. It could be blood, it could be semen from men, it could be vaginal fluids. So that's why most of the times the means of transmission is by unprotected sexual intercourse. So you may at some point have sexual intercourse,
Yeah.
but if it's unprotected, like without using certain preventive mechanisms, which will
Mechanisms.
come to could really make a person at risk of getting this.
Yeah.
So also healthcare waste.
Yes, waste management.
Waste management.
Yeah, that's
So you see,
the way
health
you
is
dispose them.
interrelated. Yeah. So waste management is a very important. Not only healthcare waste management, but even waste within our own communities.
Yes.
You use a laser blade to either cut your needles to
Yeah.
look much beautiful and things like that. The person that uses the laser blade might be infected with this virus.
Yeah.
And when that laser blade happens to go into the environment, kids pick it up, use it to either sharpen their pen or their pencil for any thing.
Or even cut their nails.
Or
Yeah.
even cut their nails.
Yeah.
You
Even
know?
cut their nails.
Yeah, while
Sorry, trim
doing
their
that
nails.
process.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all that could really be hazard. You know, we need to be aware of some of these things.
Yeah.
And the means of transmission is not only by
You know, sharing sharps or maybe sexual intercourses, but some medical procedures are invasive procedures, and
Exactly.
also maybe we can say blood transfusions and stuff.
Exactly,
And I
blood
think these are very important
Even
things.
though
And-
healthcare,
yeah.
I am sure that they are very concerned when it comes to
Transfusion of blood, yes,
transfusion,
yes,
because it has to follow certain standards
Protocols,
and
yeah.
protocols exactly. And I'm sure that is already
proper
been
screening.
observed. Yes,
Yeah.
proper screening.
Yeah, okay. That's I think that's very
That is done, but mind you, Mariama, sometimes you
Especially in emergency situations.
Ex-
yeah, but
Exactly.
nonetheless, no matter what, you know,
It's
no
also
matter
a
what,
risk factor, you know.
we need to screen properly,
Yes, yes,
and then we
yes.
need to follow, you know, protocols of screening
And
in our
the-
facilities. I think that's very important.
This will also mean that people need to be aware of their blood type, you know, the kind of blood that they have, whether it's O positive or B, because
The blood
sometimes
group,
like
yeah.
emergency will come in, and you know, you will see it on WhatsApp messages and things like people
No.
will say a particular
No.
person in a hospital needs blood,
Whatever will
and
come.
if you want to serve as a humanitarian agent to donate, at that instant you want to save someone's life. It could be like the policies or the standards might be compromised, you know, to save that person's life. But I'm sure even in that tight situation, proper screenings are
Yeah.
done.
yeah, proper screenings are done.
Thank
but
you very much. I think you want to add something?
no, it's still part of the. You cannot entirely exclude it, even though there are standardized protocols that are being put place, and they are practiced by health personnel before any blood transfusion is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we cannot 100% exclude it. It's one of the risk factors, you know.
Yeah.
And also there is one thing that we all kind of left behind during delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During delivery.
During pregnancy and delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's another period that this virus can be transferred from the mother to the child.
I think we will come to that.
Breastfeeding.
Yeah.
We will come to
And
that.
breastfeeding,
And then,
exactly.
do we have any possible signs and symptoms of HIV and AIDS?
Sure, there are. Like HIV and AIDS are of like different level. Like the HIV infection itself, it's at different stages, different phases.
Yeah.
So you have the acute HIV infection. That's when
Like-
certain flu-like symptoms
Yeah.
come in after like
Sometimes it can be even asymptomatic. I think.
asymptomatic.
in the-
That will
in
be
the
like
early
the next
onset, yeah.
stage, but the fourth stage, like the acute stage, is more of like flu-like symptoms.
Yeah, flu-like
You might get headache, fever, and sometimes swollen lymph
Lymph
nodes,
nodes,
you
yes,
know,
yeah.
around the neck.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may get these symptoms, and they sound or they feel normal. You know, when you see some of these things, it can't stop you from doing what you do, and you might not even think straight that this could be HIV infection. You know, but then that's just the first stage, and it is the most infectious stage in terms of HIV transmission. So the second stage could be like the latency stage, wherein this is more of asymptomatic. The symptoms are not prevailing. There is no particular or specific thing that you can say. If you see this particular sign or symptom, it means or there might be HIV virus infection. So it's more of like a chronic level, and at that point we all need to be very, because that's why sometimes people can be having this virus and they still look healthy. They are doing anything that anyone can do, and nothing can stop them, because
Yeah,
They are not
yeah.
seeing it.
Yeah.
And also like the late stage when it's developed into AIDS,
Yeah.
that's when
The immune system is tampered,
Is
and then
tampered,
the
is so
opportunistic
wicked.
infections are coming
exactly
to capitalize.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when like the CD4 cells are compromised, and then so many opportunistic infections can come in. You know, signs at that point could be chronic diarrhea.
Yeah.
You know.
I will say at that point I will say that when the security of the body is
Exactly.
compromised.
It's just like when you have a
And the
state
skin
without a
infections,
soldier,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's prone to rebel attacks and
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So
Oh, you want to add something there?
yeah, basically that's it. We all need to be aware of some of these symptoms,
Mr.
so
Bao,
that
you want to add
we should
something
never
there?
take anything
No,
light.
like she said, at the AIDS stage, usually that's when most of these opportunistic infections come in. At that stage, the signs and symptoms are not specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, the signs and symptoms always mimic the
Yeah.
opportunistic infection that comes in, and most a time you have it in close connection with tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have chronic or persistent
Yeah.
gastroenteritis. You have pneumonia, usually very connected
Yeah.
to HIV within that AIDS stage. So you will see to it as sore throat, tonsillitis,
Skin infections.
skin infections, dermatitis and others. So you will see to it during that age stage, any opportunistic infection that comes in, now the signs and symptoms of that infection will be in play.
Yeah.
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 This is how it's very interesting anyway.
Indeed.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, we will rush to do we have any preventive measures? Do we have any different preventive measures in order to prevent yourself away from HIV infection?
I'll let Mariama go with that.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Actually, that's our tool, you know, when it comes to prevention. So there are different preventive measures that are there and that people need to be aware of, especially any group of people, you know. So
I like
any
that.
group of
Any group
people.
of people.
I don't want you to be bad, Bruce.
Exactly.
No, you have to talk.
Okay.
You tell me the facts.
So-
Do you have any possible
I'll,
ways or means
I'll say,
of
Mariam,
preventing
I'll say
yourself from
every
HIV
individual,
infection?
Okay,
every
yeah,
group of
every
people,
individual,
every
exactly.
individual, every group of people, every community, and every nation.
Exactly. So this is we look at the whole population as our nation, as our patient rather,
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than individually.
Yeah.
You know? So
Exactly.
this is why I say like it could be anyone. But coming to the preventive mechanisms, first of all, we know that the means of transmission is primarily unprotected sex, unprotected sexual
With an
intercourse
infected.
with an infected person. But then, how do you know whether this particular person is infected or not? You need to go and test. Screening.
Need to
It's
go and know your
important.
HIV status.
Exactly. So we have this voluntary testing and counseling.
That
It's
is
voluntary,
VCT.
something that you can do out of your own willing.
For free
And
of charge.
it's free and it's very confidential. You know, no one will have to disclose your status to anyone if you don't want to. So people need to go, no matter how young you are or whatever situation you are in, just spare some time and go to the health facility, any health facility in the Gambia, and do the screening. Knowing your status, it's so important because it will help you to, you know, delay the coming of AIDS, because AIDS is just no-go area. If you go there, there's little that you can do, and the chance of survival are very low. So when you have HIV and you know it early, there are treatments that are available, antiretroviral drug therapy. You can take it, and it will help to reduce the load of the virus.
Yeah,
and
the viral load.
The viral load,
Yeah.
to some extent, even undetectable.
Yeah.
So it's important that we know, and also if you are not able to, it's important. The first thing, go for testing.
Yeah.
Go and do the
That
screening.
is proper screening.
Proper screening.
The use of what and what.
And then there is a need for you to be faithful to your partner. You
Yeah.
know, be faithful. If you know that you have this virus, you have this infection in you, be faithful to whomever you might have sleep with, you know, so that if you are faithful, it will help to reduce the chance of transmission.
Yeah.
And you could use protective mechanisms like condom.
Barrier methods.
Barrier
I
method.
want you to have because like there is a misconception in the Gambia that family planning can protect you of having this thing HIV infection. But I want you to clear this, that tell them that the only barrier method, I think the only method of family planning that can prevent you from having an HIV virus is a barrier method, which is a condom.
Using a condom and
the
not by taking
Depo-Provera and
in.
other injectable, hormonal injectable cannot prevent you. I think that's also a misconception that you need to clear to people. What can you use to prevent yourself from HIV infection during sexual intercourse if you want to consider family planning?
That's obviously condom.
Condom.
Yes.
Mention it. I want them to hear. I
Yeah,
want them to
well,
hear.
they had it, you know, use
Mention
it.
this. Or you want to tell me that you are an Ibadu, you don't want to talk about
I mean,
condom. Tell them.
it's about, you know, your health is so important.
Health is wealth.
Health is
It's
yeah,
everything.
health is wealth. Health is everything.
Yeah.
And even in terms of religion, you just mentioned.
No, just tell
health
them
is
that
key.
if you are HIV infected,
Health
because
is
sex,
key.
you know, sex is a daily activity of living. Even
Exactly.
if you are infected, you're gonna say that I'm a HIV patient, I will not have sex. Everybody has a desire to do it. But if you want to protect yourself from transmitting this virus to other people, then you have to use a barrier method, which is a condom.
Once
I think
you
it's
know
a-
that you have the
you have
infection,
it.
you need to
Or
use
if
a
you are
barrier
not too sure you are
method.
going to have sex, then you need to use a condom.
Or the best thing, if you know that you don't want to use the condom,
Be faithful.
just be
Be
abstinence.
abstinence, yeah.
You know, abstinence. Try to abstain yourself from sexual intercourse. I mean, this is something that we need to talk
okay.
about.
Thank you very much.
You know,
I think
we need to talk about it. because
I think I need to go to my boy. I want him to talk because he is
No,
very quiet here.
no.
But I think there's another important thing. We need to attack the schools because we have young students who are very sexually active, and then they don't know these things. I
The
think HealthStar as an association,
yes.
you've been doing a lot of campaigns on sex and reproductive health. I think
Yes.
there is need for you guys to go to the school and teach young students to enlighten, to strengthen them, empower them to know exactly what is HIV and what are the modes of transmission.
Thank you,
Is it
Amadou.
necessary?
I was going to come to that.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about that. HealthStar's activities in schools.
Yeah.
That's targeting people within their youthful age, within their adolescent age.
Yeah.
That age category is a very crucial category.
Yeah, you know, but I will agree with you. I don't want that age. I want you to attack them when they are very tender, because you know it's a mindset.
Yeah,
I want
that-
you to
that-
inculcate this mindset, this thinking in them that you know.
Then,
When they are even young, even the primary school
yes,
kids.
in that case, you know that the role. Okay.
Yes, kids believe.
the role-
Kids believe. If you tell
exactly.
them something, they believe in it.
It's
So if
social
you want to
learning
teach them-
theory, you
yeah.
know, and then the role of the parents will come in. You know, we have this culture of silence, and most of the times, like, we will not talk to our young ones about some of these things.
Well,
like
this
when
is-
you talk,
This is what HealthStar is doing. Tell us what are you doing.
This is exactly
what are you? What do you do?
do? Like she mentioned, it's home. Like we all come from homes.
Yeah.
It's the first school for every individual. Yes, in as much as that's important. HealthStar, what we do, part of our activities is also school health programs, and with school health programs, we target schools and then talk to them
Yeah.
about specific health problems that are affecting the society. Yeah, that are affecting the masses.
Yeah.
But what we target usually is this. Like I stated it here, Amadou attacked me on it. He said we should go a little
Yeah.
bit down,
Yeah.
lower, which we will put into consideration. We will look into that. But we've been going to schools, gathering students, talking to them about this sexual and reproductive health issues. The diseases or the complications or the conditions that one might find him or herself contracting within this adolescent age.
Yeah.
We enlighten them about those diseases,
Yeah.
and then how do we prevent ourselves?
Yeah.
If that has to occur,
Yeah.
what do we do? Where do we go to? So these are all part
because
of
it's
the
very important: availability,
Yes.
accessibility, and
Affordability.
affordability. I think these are important
They are
things.
three key.
Yeah.
They,
If
these
you want to
three
consider primary
words
health,
are key.
primary
Yes.
prevention, if you want to consider that, you need to make it affordable. They need to have the cost. They need to be able to afford it. And then you need to make it available. Are there any places? Do you need to point any places for them to go and do the screening and testing? You understand? So is it, like accessible?
Yeah, the screening is accessible
Yeah.
and it's affordable to everyone.
I want you to tell the public that the screening,
accessibility,
yeah.
the accessibility comes as in health facilities. It's free.
Yeah. So meaning
For
HIV
individuals.
screening and testing is
It's
completely
free for individuals.
And then you want anytime you can go.
And then
It's voluntary.
anytime you want it, you are going to have it. You're going to have the counseling, and you're going to have your result
With
confidentially.
high sense of professionalism and confidentiality. Confidentiality matters.
It's
there.
affordable to everyone.
I think this is very important. Badi ngol komi nga fale nyamembe koronto ring ngamira wato fela abita kang alnal badi malong Amadou Jaju wala katra siringal jang Hellstar toyala binil la lumol le sirin jamini anko le bota Hellstar nyin mul la lumol le timini anko e bebo do ko le loptano le koto bimbe kachale ale mun toleto be olo nyinti Star TV te amba kachale topiko min sombong olo minti HIV jankar keso nyin HIV AIDS kurango bari ya fo non komi HIV atem jankar kesolti AIDS atem kurango lati ni jankar keso yekut oto chokore kadia wolo fangol da konon safo madamo e aya fo badi lamor lale HIV ateni AIDS mune fatandi anu mune muy tolti
abarka bake Amadou comme ya fo nyamin kuma ya tabake nga angale kama da manding na kangol to because wala gana kuma ya ta nyimu jankaro mu yalon ko sainti nga fata fata dulat mu yalon akuma ya ta
purmo akaja kato ngasiata la sain
ngalong asiata anabe siaka ne fala so wakamala ajarte le purunga kacha anu yemu faten comme HIV angale ka fo wala ko human immunodeficiency virus atemu jankaroti mu yalon ko aka balo la soldier wala attack english ko fa mu T cells or CD4 cells aka wala attack nayi attack asatinda ila puru ye moltankandi jankaro lanin kuran aka tara bake so na lo talata fo tembeto wala kake nyi 8 kuran anu 8 kuran sa akata den kilo tile akata talin lalti dulalto sande jikita ko mo jama ya lombar pour kanyo hakilo bulandi kanyo hakilo bulandi kula akuma tabake so it's HIV atemu jankroni ya soto amanka ko ibe falal amanka ko
abukolo kuran ko tengol ba nyamin ko min ngavola minen no nyamin HIV and AIDS kuran abukolo diabetes ba nyamin abikolo tuberculosis be nyamin kuran ko tengol ba nyama bole nyama akala mo ki jafara kana fenke bor ke sol bi jana mineka mol tanka adum hanne ya
bor ke sol ni mol ta wal se ki yo fara because ni ma o bor ke sota wakati nale virus ni jenkaro ni ake kutu bake anaye kutu wala kata kake na ni AIDS kuran so akumata bake puru mol ya lon juna andu ise kata ko ke kafuta lektano to kanin boro soto ka fo me antiviral
lamine ngambare muso bele fode akko jankar keso wala kan nyinka ken nan jankar keso kutu bala jato la sojaro la butun kuran ko tangol mini kana wolon AIDS fatan fase HIV wolon jankar keso nyenti AIDS wolon kuran ko tangol to mini an ko ke batandi ni AIDS jankar bala jato ban bor fo sa fer silol bi jebang mo kan nyin soto no nyami ka fo mi tubabul kaf me modes of transmission
silo bi jele Amadou alwulara mbadi maninko la ni maninka kay mola ika mbenye menka chakam bi HIV comme Amadou ya fo nyamen si lol bi jel me ya lon ko ni HIV ka kabo mo kilengo bala
kata modo bala mo ka sawndi kabo modo
kata moto yo wasi lol kono killing wala mnyenti moti men ya lon ko ke kirabol ya sa fenya men ke fulon men ya lon ko ikanyola nyoya wa musila
ke wudelo.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was like killing?
Come it's just like homosexualism. It's a very simple single word or what you want to
so ni bota
akasia otole.
Exactly. Akasia oto. Ni bota oto ibina jela ko keni musukalo nyola nyoya me ya lonko imang ifantanka.
Ata ko jankarobe kilin.
So nin jankarobe dola. Ama fango tanka aning doe yela there is a possibility amanke ko always ning waketa imari abe sawne amanke wati but there is a possibility comme asikenole ase bono nyendo balale ay sawun itala womu fula njamati sabanjango dobi je ase sawun ning musoye konota konola watu ala tingo watu yo saying abe wulu kan comme abe dinno soto kan so wulu watu dolu bije ase sawunno kabo musola wara kono maya watu kata wulu watu kan ase sawunno kabo musola kata dingo kan yo nani njango wose keno nyaadile ñing nañum fengol men nul ben na dandangol la men ne yalon ko ese mo baramano wala ese mo sono HIV and AIDS abe mo kilina abe mo menna wo jorango ye o barama ayelo babala ay modo barama ayelo dunta ele refulol sa e mista e kafuta ñom wo mari sa soto
aka bonko nyin lamba ka fenkela komi kamol fana hakilo bulande mi anko ka dindingol sunna nin sila kote ngol lambi ko samela sunna ro saying momo nyanta sunna ro kala nyanta nyin soto la ko mol ka jankaro saundu no nyoto len nanta ko muru kilingol yosa wala lancer kilingol yosa wala joran kilingol sa kata e jorango nyim faling because ka maningol sunna aka soto le aka kele wato wati abasiyade ne fang ngan sindingol teng bara isa kata jorango min e ba tala pour ka sunnaro ke ya falim katum
wolbe musilol leldi HIV ka sawu nyame ka modo bala kata modo bala bari Amadou ntol fon la ma fon la abe kuma la ba ke kalon ko bendango ning HIV be modo la ay bendango ya so adunta ala yelo keta bendango bala ala bendango e modo so asikeno ko nyinse bono nyim ase bono no balal say baja say mo fulo be ba sota nunul be musilo lelti be musilo lelti me ya lonko HIV se bono kabo modo bala kata modo bandi amira HIV ate mul meta kachala le it's been
bari the thing is la mini mul meta kachala tonya bari abesia kanne because if you look at the statistics anim bi asada wala nanko ala nyinsia be nyami wo fana abentol put ay landid lalto mi anko nyantam bambanal because wo sabor nyaw nyamani ko le min fo ikala fa busola aka nyinsia mi because recently ngamara data sotolo mi anko asiara so
double cho ya landi nyami dunia la jati kende ya kafuba fa double cho ya landi nyami sanji fula ko manto wala 2018 dunia kono mo million tan sabaning worowla tombu kononta wolle be baluring with HIV wolle HIV and AIDS so to be baluring with that so ba jala wo fongo damma comme asita kija farol nsafa tambita kija farol hani mo million kilen ne o mo jamale sa ko menta fo mo million tan saba
woto ngamira o kumara baka pour mo wolong oto badi ngol komi nga fale nyami ni nyidi be siri jande pour ka mfana da mandingo mi lombari kun kilintan kunti momo da mandingo mi lon kana ka tandi community la mol mini anko be la moy kan adu be jibe rola ke karandi jata kende ala momo be fa tankala nyambari tankaro kumara bak jara lo ate ko le atala ko ribondo le siaraje oto mbe tenten na ka tandi ala ko fo ferel bije mo se fa tankano nyin HIV ni eslaba
mbabula la madama e woto
bari ate abe tankaro bundal to
ala barka bake Amadou comme yemum fo HIV sanga fatata dulatu mu yalan ko mol bi le nyanta kalon so follow mol se mun keno pour se mfantanka wolo nyindi kalon anu ngalon ko wadalilo liati na besirinja because fesa lo mumati janibe kudo kala so lonno kalon ke akumata isa lonno anyhow wala na kumata bake pour wado parents wol wululal ikasi dindingole kachanyin kola jama bi ni HIV fo akake kulti mu yalon kam anjere kadiyama wala akake kidafar kula
anda nyanta kachala le kada bukala kuran kote ngol benyame
anyanta kachala because amu kulti mu yalon sako dindingol e kamenyame e ka kudol falankeno wanyale anu comme lamine ya fo nyabeng ase soto no silol mina wo silol ni sako ni dindingo ta suwo kono aka tamim nan kudol mul bela fo ay fota suwo kono ko tanke o silo ka siyale so akumata bake pour na sini
e kacha ni keta denden te me yalon ko abele ko Amadou denden ma
abele ko Amadou
kunjari gol to nyalati fang tanko kumata baka ngamara nyanta senen la mola tankaro fanga nan sita jang so mosa fang tankano nyin jankaro la nyame laftali o senen ni nyese
anim falan ka testro ke wala nyinti ka jibe fo nyin jankaro so to fe ma so to ngaje ko Gambia jama bije jani pour yeta leptano ta kake wajilde mun yalo courant le bel wala ye sasale soto wato damban noy kaji ka ta leptano adu womo jikolti mu yalo nyanta ka falin demande because inyanta ka talib tano to wato mina wala wato ti mu yalo ko fon ibe kende yare yaje ko fentela yeta ye testing ke ye balo jibe andu nyin HIV mu kule mu yalo ala testing is free anu nita de ke cancel le wala nyinti ko ike
diamu
yenne andu atute fon le bulu fe ba ke la feta ke forse kutije andu niya ke falan a testing Moma right soto ka discuss even kacha moya dur
kela kulo wanya komi akabonko e kami mfonyo komi ning atako itate fongo singo sambalo tano to molle kata jamina ko karanta bake adu bunyani hormo soto kesindi ni kacha ni test ila kulo mimbe bulu itol mon sembe o sembele soto kada wala kada kafumo kotengoy ko tuite ni to damal te mangamo senada baka
ne fon sarto landita nya
womu luwalati adu momo kafana ke ngamara ila gal act kono katandi ko nitra no health worker mo de kata mola kullo law yalo ye ethics sol tinyale wo mo jata kende ala bunda luwal tinyale adu fana mari fana nyanta ke samba luwa nyat ngoto wala tinna nyim luwal la wala ringe mam pare buka so wala bari loptando kulal fa buka son kullo wanyaro o man kenna kuti so ngamara o janta sene ala bakala adu fana fere koto ngol fana ngamara lamin fana nyanta o fala moli no folel ni nyi kudol ti pour que fa tankan wala nyam fo be la faro kala je
so ka wala fa comme Mariama ya fo nyame counseling and voluntary counseling and testing wakum ma ta je bake wo mu kilenti fulanjango comme ning ye mo test ya je ko okay abe atelale comme ning abe futu wakela abete yata bake pour asa fe use aba fantan kala men na wala minti ko condom tuba wol ka fa condom asa wo use no la asa barrier method ka fantan ka sabanjango e baje la jati kende ya bunda e sarto lelande ka fo me prevention of mother to child transmission wo mo ala on protocol leti wo mo ala on silo leti me alon ko jati kende ya bunda dokulal ka wala use pour ka ne muso bije muso kodoma me yalon ko ay de nying sasa bala ay konota pour ka dindingo nyin tanka dindingo nyin kana soto wol be musilo le bari wo jama bije wo kana imari la antenatal time o ka mo ka me
ka register no sa kumada oto ngaje ko mi wato fela bina jamfala PMTCT wala nyenti prevention of mother to child transmission ngamara lamin baro mi fo komi mus kono mali fana la kero bari mus kono ma tem kilinati fulamati abawri nyama woto sitano le plano to ye HIV testing ke ye teste free long
wo fo be ka ke
adu fana ngata ko abela fana o ayno free long e ka treatment no dila la pour ye dingo nyen
during antenatal care antenatal fen ko nye kata menna nos kata
abeka ke wol kono
so wodla kumayata baage because jama bije kaje modol bije kono se tarila kari dan tanjani bitale tan so ni alon ko drongi ikani kono mala taman sero je drong jarte ye wuli
jarte ta jo wala nyende kada lo tano do juna ka kol ka juna woto ngaje ko kacanying awarta la do kacanying din katale komi ngada mandingo min long ngole fayale tem nin ko banyimbe kacala abe siala bakele woto ka tenen wotenen nkatara siringale janda kabo talan nan kata talal lulu health stars jata wulangolo wolle siso konkon katara siringale star tv kanal karande munna jata kende ala ka lafa londola alnal badi malong Amadou Abdoulaye Jaju ning boss balla bi jaminya ko ino fana be konton dro fala mol kam banta minan ko an amal safo barakat ron wato man
konton dro men fala wala ala baraka ñing karandiro aman danjang abe continuer la se même fanan keno lokuna but se même fanan keno wala ngai famma ko ngam fantanka wo is very important
abarka bake Amadou nyin kacha kumayata bake so momo ndi nyin kacha lamma yedo mani mun sota je sa kacha no modo fala ya kumayata bake pour na Gambia bi la nyata jata kenda ya so abarka bake andu boro fala bije antiretroviral therapy kana nyinala because what la kumayata bake isaje AIDS nyin
akumara bake le ala baraka bake woto ala la moy ko nyima nyin kam bina ala le tenen wotenen alkana mis nyimu jata kenda drone to kuman raja kasringa kono jata kenda kola bankola jata kenda wala bankola fankoti o tubabol kafme ko health is wealth woto nga kada bake nga nyim programme o follow kana mis ala baraka bakal nal bari malo Amadou Abdoulaye Jaaju